5 rookie wide receivers he's keeping an eye on, including a couple under-the-radar names. So without further ado, Adam, take it away.
Well, Joe, we're going to start with the easy ones, and we're going to go to Tennessee and Carnell Tate, who's developed an instant connection with Cam Ward. Look at the play right here. Those are the types of plays that Tennessee is expecting from the number 4 overall pick in the draft. The top wide receiver picked in this draft, Carnell Tate. They expect him to make a lot of plays this season, and there should be a real connection with him making a fantasy impact. Down in New Orleans, the second wide receiver taken, Jordan Tyson, already turning heads in camp with the type of routes he runs and the types of catches he makes. He's got big play ability. He's got the chance to really make a mark in his rookie season. Typically, rookies don't make a huge mark, but Tyson certainly has the chance to do that in New Orleans, as does another rookie wide receiver, Barian Brown, late round pick, and he's really made a strong impression in camp. And this is where it gets interesting. In the opening week of the preseason, we see whether a player like Barian Brown can take what he's done on the practice field, where he's routinely made plays, and then do it actually in the game himself as well there. If he can, he could be carving out a role. Here's a guy that's made a ton of plays. Jamison Hensley, who covers the Ravens for ESPN.com, has said that Jacoby Lane might be the most impressive rookie he's seen in 27 years covering the team. 3rd-round pick out of USC. It looks like the Ravens have found themselves another player to produce opposite Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, and we'll see whether Jacoby Lane can continue to make those types of plays in the preseason. Cyrus Allen also has made a ton of plays in Kansas City. The late-round draft pick will have a chance to do it in the game. He got slowed down for a week with a bruised shin, but he's back at camp, back making plays. They were talking about him making a huge impact this season. And again, that's always one of the great parts of the preseason. Whether these rookies who stand out and shine in training camp the way that Harry Douglas once did playing wide receiver can translate it over to games and have a count in real action as well.
You had us hooked right up until that last part. Yeah. Right up until the last part. And that's where the audience kind of started.
That boy bad, Shefty.
Yep, that boy bad, Harry.
I'll tell you this. You mentioned a couple of Saints. Tyler Shuck takes a step forward this year. Kellen Moore, Coach of the Year.
Who?
Take a look at those odds. Could be something worth discussing. Time for Camp Cam segment from some joint practices that took place yesterday. Lewis, Justin Barron had 3 interceptions on the day. What do you think of this one right here on Matthew Stafford?
Well, first of all, just let me give a shout out to Tyler Shuck again. I just wanted to make sure we did that. Hey, look, I'm telling you what, you get 3 interceptions in a camp practice, and you're flying around making plays like this. Obviously, you have tremendous instincts. That's the kind of thing that coaches go back into meeting rooms and they start talking about, hey, look, maybe we need to get this young man some more reps, because that's exactly how you make football teams. That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing at this time of year.
Harry Douglas, what do you think of Garrett Wilson's catch against the Buccaneers yesterday? Take a look at this.
So he's very, very shifty. It's like he's floating when he's running, but you can see the determination, the admiration to get that football in the end zone, even though it's practice. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all this. Don't be surprised if Garrett Wilson is top 5 in receiving yards this year in the NFL, because Geno Smith is going to get the football to him early and also often.
The protection Geno Smith has this year can't be anything worse than what he faced last year in Las Vegas. Lewis, I want you to take a look at A.J. Brown cooking Sauce Gardner on this route.
You know what? I know people said that he cooked him. Look, he just ran a little simple comeback, and Sauce got a little bit high on the upfield shoulder and then lost his footing. But what you do like is this. A.J. Brown is a grown man now. This guy's about 225 pounds. You can see it right there. If anybody's seen any pictures of A.J. Brown with his shirt off, you know. Dude is put together now. So for him to be able to stop and change direction like that and get his body oriented and catch that ball on the outside shoulder, well, actually, it was right in front of him. I mean, that is as good as it gets right there. That's why you want guys like this on your football team, because that's the very definition of a true number 1.
Harry, that's one of the best corners in the league.
Well, number 1, he did cook him. I don't care what Lewis
He
says.
didn't cook him.
Damn secondary players going to take up for secondary players.
Cook him.
Great job with the hesitation, the dead leg at the beginning, get them to thinking that you're going to run a 9 because it's on your mind. Stop on a dime and go catch the ball in front of that corner.
You know how you stop all this chatter with wide receivers? You just bust them right in the mouth. You know, that's why, you know what? Man, I miss playing.
Yeah.
I do. But I love wide receivers. I love it.
If you had to strap it up right now, how many plays could you give us?
About 0. I would last about 0 plays. I got a bad neck, dude. Get bad neck.
On the other side of that A.J. Brown pass completion was quarterback Drake May. Take a listen to how he plans on keeping the wide receiver room happy this season.
I think it's the best thing, for that is winning. I think nobody really, tries to complain when you win games, and I think nobody's, really, that, prideful in this sport about, personal stats or achievements when we're winning games. So that's our job as a team, and come together and try to win games. My job isn't to try to make everybody happy. I think my job is to have the offense move up and down the field and score points.
Second in MVP voting last year, Shefty, a trip to the Super Bowl, 14 wins in the regular season. Your reaction to what you heard there?
Well, listen, I know everybody's talking about the Patriots' tougher schedule, bad offseason vibes, all those things, and they are true. But the fact of the matter is they have maybe the best young quarterback in the game. And when you've got a quarterback that talented, anything is possible. They've added weapons. They have A.J. Brown. They have Romeo Doubs. And they have Drake May. He is the difference maker. And no matter what else goes wrong, no matter what other injuries there are, if he continues ascending the way he has, the Patriots will be a contender for the next dozen years.
A lot of money coming in on him to win the MVP award this season. This version of the Patriots versus the 14-win team from last year. Is this version better?
I believe so. Whenever you add a true number one wide receiver that Drake May now has, when the game is on the line, critical moments down in the red zone, you can rely on and throw that ball anywhere in his vicinity because the catch radius is unbelievable. Yes, you're going to be better. Oh, on top of that, they added Romeo Doubs, another guy that can win one-on-one, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. They upgraded their offensive line, Elijah Vera Tucker, and then they drafted Caleb Lemieux out of Utah with their first-round draft pick. This is going to be a better offense, but you have Drake May not trying to figure things out within this offense in year one, but having a year under his belt going into year two with Josh McDaniels as his offensive play caller, they're going to be better. Now, you might not have the better results that you got a season ago because your schedule's going to be a little bit tougher, but this is a better football team in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I'm not hearing it on all the slander with the Patriots and people saying, hey, look, they had an easy schedule last year. They got a lot of stuff going on this year. It was an aberration last year. This football team is a lot better this year. One question they still need to answer in my mind is this. Do they have enough juice on the edge? Is Gabe Jackas going to be the guy who can really give them some juice along with Draymond Jones to go along with what they have which on the inside, which are monsters at defensive tackle, led by Christian Barmore? They need to go in Milton Williams. If they can answer that question, the Patriots are going to be right there contending to play for the Super Bowl title again. They'll be in the AFC title game. Mark it down.
Not to rain on the parade, one concern I would bring in. They were the healthiest team in the NFL last year. Fewest games missed due to injury of any team in the league. It's tough to sustain that year over year. And when that piles up, it can be the type of thing that costs you a couple wins here and there. Not to say they're not a good team, but you got to be careful of that. Final word, Shefty. Was that the most impactful signing in the AFC, A.J. Brown?
What we're going to find out was a trade, and he's got the chance. This is where he wanted to go, and it's what the Patriots wanted. And they were really the only team that was willing to pay up for that price. The Rams put their foot into those waters and decided to cast their resources elsewhere with Trent McDuffie and Myles Garrett and Jalen Watson. The Patriots went all in on A.J. Brown. He wanted to be there. They wanted him. Let's see how it works out.
First month of the season is going to be a doozy, opening up the year in Seattle against the defending champion Seahawks. Coming up, Tyler's Kingdom. The Vikings make their decision at quarterback. What does it mean for the future of J.J. McCarthy? We'll have a lot to say about that straight ahead.